guys, welcome back to
Link It Up,
where we're gonna interview
Camilles
Link.
Yup.
I thought I threw
Anyways, so today we have a 12th grader right here, and she's gonna tell us her experience her freshman year. So Camille, how was your experience during your freshman year? Was it bad? Was it good? Tell us.
Well,
I have another question.
I didn't go to
Something
VA. I didn't go to VA freshman year. So, because I went to a garden school, they don't have like a kind of like a club like Link Crew where they basically match a senior and a freshman up to like become close. So I pretty much sat alone like first semester. I was pretty like by myself until I actually made friends. So I think that part made it really rough.
Sorry to interrupt you. Would you want somebody to guide you when you were in that school?
Of course, because at that moment I felt like I didn't really know what I was doing, especially like in the first day of school, being in a new like environment and not knowing how anything worked. That would have been really great.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Anyone else has any
I
questions?
have a question for Camille.
Go ahead. This is Kiyoshi.
My question today for you, Camille, is I forgot it. Okay, my question for Camille is what inspired you to join Link Crew and how do you feel about it today?
Well, what inspired me was during my sophomore defense, I actually had one of the Link Crew teachers on as a panelist for my defense, which was Ms. Denegar. And she found out from my defense that I wanted to go into a field of education and teaching.
Good afternoon to the family. Pardon the brief interruption. Just a quick.
Ask.
So, Kiyoshi, what was your question again?
My question was for you, Camille. What inspired you to join Link Crew and how do you feel about it today?
What inspired me was actually in my sophomore defense, when I had Ms. Denegar, the Link Crew teacher, as a panelist for me. She found out that I wanted to be a teacher and go into a field of education, so she brought Link Crew to my attention, and I joined and I met a lot of new people in here. So meeting new people, meeting freshmen, that was a really good inspiration for me. And as today, I like it. I like the people I've met in here. I like the connections I've made, which is where I met all of these guys, plus Brittany. But yeah,
I love that beautiful speech. Silencio. Any other questions?
How was your freshman during your sophomore year and this year so far?
So my first club camp that I did was pretty rough because my partner did not show up. So I was all by myself, but I did manage to like get it done and taken care of. But this year I actually had my partner show up, and she's my partner now. Our freshmen are pretty quiet because I guess that's just the way they are. They haven't really opened up to us, but they were pretty calm, pretty chill. There is like mishap, like a few like here and there, but besides that, perfectly fine.
That's good.
That's good.
I love that you were able to do it by yourself, even though you had a partner. Unfortunately, they didn't show up your first time, but your second time was definitely better. Any other questions? Well, that concludes this episode.
No, it doesn't. So I have a question for you, Camille. How does your identity and your personality help you with the freshmen, and like how does it help you like in life and Link Crew in general?
Well, I would like to think my personality is like open and bubbly and like happy, like I'm one of them people that like are like really happy all the people, mainly happy all the time. There is like those cases where like I get really mad or I get really sad, but besides that, I don't ever try to make anybody else around me feel mad or sad. Most of the times, like we all are human, so yeah.
Yeah,
But
I get that because what energy you bring is the energy you're gonna get back. Okay, guys.
Exactly.
Let's have this joyful energy. Okay, snap. Yes, you may continue.
And so being in crew, you don't want to make your freshmen feel like upset or like they're doing anything wrong or that like they're basically not doing something right. So I always try to go in with a positive attitude and like a hype kind of voice. And I guess that always comes from like how my family was raised and how I was raised. Like my family's really big, so you always have to either be loud or be happy or be like express yourself to your full potential if you're gonna be there, you know? So that's what I try to do, and I think that has helped me grow a lot in Link Crew because in the beginning, Camila was my only friend, and now look at all these
Amazing leaders.
exactly. So I do think it's helped me, especially like outside of Link Crew, like in school, it helped me like grow so much. Whether that was going for any position I wanted in school or getting a job outside of school or anything, it has helped me grow. It has made me like break out of my little bubble, you know, because I was like shy and like just like a, you know, just a chill guy, and now I'm like a really chill guy because like I'm just like that cool, you know. But yeah.
Ultimate chill guy.
Hey.
Sure, right here.
Anyways,
Anyway, you feel like your personality like rubs onto others and changes their moods, or would you say that you try to do that? Like, let's say you try it but you don't succeed, or is it you try it and you succeed almost?
Or is it just doesn't happen naturally?
I think it happens naturally only because
You're so lit.
yeah, I'm literally so lit. But I try to be very kind when I can. So I think me showing kindness to somebody else makes other people want to show kindness to other people, you know? So it's like kind of like a chain. So yeah, I think it just comes naturally to people and
I like
So
that.
would you say you're naturally friendly and you just bring that to everything?
yeah, I just bring my friendliness and my happiness to the table, and that's what like makes up my personality. But there is like those times where like I don't want to be happy or I don't want to be friendly.
Of course, that's okay.
Because
Yeah,
sometimes
that's
I don't
okay,
want to be
guys.
happy.
Yeah, and
You can see that you feel mentioned.
and that just I feel like that's also a part of like just life, you know. Everybody has like those days. Everybody makes mistakes, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody else mentioned.
But yeah, if there's any other questions, okay, then that concludes this episode of
Link It Up.
Outro
Turned in. Please make sure you have those turned in.
Shut up!
And complete.